Good morning. Welcome to today's full body strength workout. We're going to start with some warm-ups. Let's go on hands and knees. We're going to do cat-cow stretches. So I want you to round your back, tuck your hips under, chin to chest, really pushing the floor away from you. And then roll the shoulders back and down, looking forward, tailbone lifted. And if you are pregnant or modified option, just want to keep the tailbone tucked neutral, looking towards the floor instead. And then rounding your back, tuck the hips under, squeeze your glutes. And then either looking down to the floor for modified or full movement, tailbone lifted, looking forward. One more. Good, then just thread the needle. So hand comes under the body, palm is up, hands on the floor. Letting yourself rotate under, squeeze your glutes, and then twist, squeeze that back, squeeze the shoulder. Keep squeezing the glutes to protect your lower back as well. I'm gonna do 3 on each side. Other side. So again, so today is our full body strength. So I'm going to be using my 5 kilogram weights and my 3 kilogram weights. But go for as heavy as you can go with control. One more. Good, and then staying on all fours, just some hip circles. So flex the foot of the leg that's moving. You're going to do 5 circles, one direction and then the other. So get that movement as big as you can. Change direction. Try to keep your core engaged. Arms lengthened. And then swap sides. Change direction. One more. Good. Up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. I'm just going to do some little side reaches. Side to side. Squeeze the glute of that rear leg. It's quite a quick warm up. If you need a little bit more, just pause and do a bit more. Arm reaches over. Okay, one more each side, and then we're gonna get started. All right, so go for a heavy enough weight that you can feel challenged with, but you can still maintain control all the way through. So I'm gonna show you the first move. So if you want to just sort of walk, jog on the spot, keep your heart rate up. You're gonna do squat, step out, an overhead raise, or just a front raise, depending on your level that you want to go today. So you're stepping out with your right foot, the weight comes down to the center of the right hand. Big breath out, drive that weight up, squeeze your core, lift the pelvic floor, inner thighs, glutes, everything. Control down, power up. Modified, if you want to step out, step in without the arm, or you could just do front and down. I'd go a little bit lighter with it. You want to make sure you can keep the abdominal muscles engaged, especially if you're pregnant, and protect your lower back. So as long as everything can stay controlled, you can do that front movement. Right, ready? So I'm gonna go for 30 seconds each side, and let's go. So squat, overhead raise, squeeze those thighs in, control the weight as it goes down. Don't let gravity just pull it down. Use your core, use your glutes. Using your breath as well for that power and control. 5 more seconds. One more on this side. Good. Other side. So swap weights, shoulders back and down. Left leg goes out. Left hand comes to center. Breathing out. All the way up. Or again, just want to do the squat and step in. Still gonna work your legs, your glutes, your core, and your heart. Making sure you bend both knees evenly as you squat down, so it's not a side lunge. 2 more. Good. Right, so the next move, we're gonna do reverse lunge, single leg deadlift, high knee. So it's a little bit of a burner here. So holding, again, heavier weights. I'm gonna go for my thighs. So we're gonna start with our right leg working, so our left leg is gonna be moving. So shoulders back and down. Just watch here, so reverse lunge. Tap the left toe, using that right glute and leg. Hinge at the hips, shoulders are back, and then drive that knee up, squeezing that right glute, and then back again. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 seconds each side, maybe 45, and we'll swap sides. So right leg is working first, so we're standing on the right leg, gripping the right toes, shoulders back and down, and go. So reverse, tap the toes, hinge at the hips, high knee. Breathing out. So reverse, tap, deadlift, high knee. So that right leg, working hard, but it should feel nice and stable. Oops, forgot my high knee. If you need to hold on to something for some balance, then definitely do that. I'd rather you do that than losing control. A little bit of wobbling is fine though. 1 more on this side. Good. Other leg. Starting in 5 seconds. So now stepping the left foot, the right leg is doing the moving, but again the left leg is doing all the work. Shoulders back and down. So reverse, tap. Ooh. Whoa. Usually on my left side is my better balanced side. High knee. So reverse, tap, hinge forward, high knee. Strong grip of those weights. Don't let your shoulders sort of droop down. Strong posture. The upper back, shoulders are holding those weights. So keeping the movement slow and controlled. If you're going too fast, the muscles don't get a chance to work hard enough. Last one here. Good. Put your weights down, a little tiny rest. Then we're gonna do 2 different moves again. So we're gonna do some little pairs of movements. We've got 3 sets of movements. So we're just gonna go through as many as we can in probably 35 minutes or so, 40 minutes. Have some water whenever you need. Next movement is going to be press-ups with a hover. So, pregnancy safe and modified option is I just want you to stay on all 4s. Shoulders are back and down. Really think about engage your abdominal muscles, really tucking in, and then I want you just to reach one arm forward and then back again, and then out to the side and back in. So that hand doesn't lose contact with the floor. So we're just going to challenge your core stability, but with control. Especially if you're pregnant, we want to keep those muscles engaged all the way through. If you feel yourself, you're relaxing, but just hold on for all 4s, okay? Everyone else, we're going to go for press up. So even if you want to do modified on the knees, first, come without, start in a full position, full plank position, squeeze your glutes, shift your weight forward, and then drop your knees down. So you're in that right alignment, and you're bending the elbows diagonally back, like you're creating an arrow shape with your body, and then pushing back up. We're gonna hover. So you're gonna go down, holding, and then slowly up. Okay, so start with me if you haven't already. Shoulders back and down, legs straight or on knees, squeeze your glutes, lowering down, holding, hovering, and then push up. Slowly down, control, and push up. If you want to be on the knees, you might look a little bit further down, holding, keep those abdominal muscles pulled in tight, and push up. 2 more. These are tough. 1 more. Good. Do a little stretch back. And then we're gonna do shoulders. So grab your lighter weights with these ones. We're gonna stay on our knees. I like to do shoulder movements, a lot of upper body movements on the knees, because then you can squeeze your glutes in tight, activate your inner thighs, lift your pelvic floor all the way through. So going for your lighter weights here, you're gonna have the arms bent, and you're just gonna bring the arms up to the side and back in. So you're keeping that 90-degree bend with the arm, coming to shoulder height, slowly down. Breathing out and down. So join me if you haven't already. Shoulders back and down, squeeze your glutes tight. You should feel nothing in the neck at all. If you are, lower your weight or do no weights. Really think about the muscles on the top of the shoulders. There's lots we can do with that mind-muscle connection. Strong grip of those dumbbells. 1 more. Good, and then we're gonna do little front raise, same bent arms, same starting position. So see, I'm bent 90 degrees, shoulders are back, kind of angle this way. And you're just gonna lift up and then slowly down. So imagine that you've got little lights on the front of your elbow, and as you go up, you're facing that light forward, and as you go down, the light goes to the floor. Shoulders back and down, squeeze your glutes. Breathe out as you're lifting the weights up. So this is working the front of the shoulders. It's kind of move that you think, oh, feels all right, and then it kicks in, which hopefully it is by now. If it hasn't, you need to go heavier. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Put those weights down. Roll the shoulders. So just do alternate shoulder rolls back. Nice and relaxed. Next 2 moves. So again, grab a bit of water here if you need. Next 2, staying on the ground. We're going to do some little like donkey booty kicks, but we're going to use a dumbbell as well. So I would say modified and pregnancy safe. Just don't use a weight, because it'd be a bit more complicated and awkward for you to actually put the weight in the right position. So I'd rather use no weights. So all 4s, shoulders back and down, abdominal muscles engaged, lifting a leg up, foot is flexed. You want to tuck that hip under. So when you're in that position, tuck under and little lifts. So you should really feel it in the bottom part of the glute and the back of the thigh. Okay, so with the weight, you tuck it behind your knee. So I'm going to go for my 5. If it doesn't slide, squeezing it tight, foot is flexed, tuck the glutes under, and little lifts. Okay, so join me here. It's all about the booty, not your lower back. So you don't want to be swinging up. You want to keep those muscles engaged, looking to the floor, lengthen your arms. Booty should be on fire. Five more. Good. Put the weight down. So if you've just worked your left side, then I want you to go on your right side for side plank. As well, if you've just worked your right leg, go on your left side for side plank. So we're going to work that same leg again. So I want you to hold a side plank position, fully modified. You can just stay in this position, both knees bent, making sure the abdominal muscles are engaged. So putting your hand on your belly, keep those muscles engaged. If it's too much, you could just do a little lift with the breath out and then lower back down. Otherwise, full movement. Gonna hold side plank, bottom knees bent, and you're gonna just do little leg lifts. Push through that heel, squeeze your glutes tight. So working whole side of the body and outer thigh and hip of that top leg. Five more. Making sure you don't bring those shoulders up. Drop them down. One more. Good. Back to all fours. Little booty kicks again. So put the weight behind the knee if that's the level you're at right now. Again, make sure it's not sliding around. All fours. Heels flex, foot is flexed. Tuck that hip under and little lifts. So it gets very isolated. Lengthen the arms, shoulders down, core is engaged. Try not to drop your head down. So your back is nice and straight and lengthened. Five more. Good, and then onto your side plank. Just move that weight. It's a bit awkward sometimes. So to our side, bottom leg is bent, or fully modified, stay both legs bent, and leg raises. Another option actually, if you could just do side leg raises laying down, even fully down. Especially if you're further on in your pregnancy, this might be a bit more comfortable. Get a cushion under your belly just to give some support. So always just do what feels right for you today. Some days we have more energy, some more strength, some days we don't. Just go with how you feel today, challenge yourself, but don't compromise your form and technique. Last two, one. Right, have a full rest. It's round one done. We're gonna get through a whole second round of everything. So have some water. Come up to standing, just so you're not letting your heart rate go down too far. Whew. Drink some water, get the heart rate down a little bit. Just do a little walking around. If you feel full of energy, you could do a little bit of jogging on the spot or walking. I'll do a little bit of jogging. Not sure I'm full of energy, but I'll try. So we're gonna start in 40 seconds, okay? So again, we're starting with those squat step outs with the overhead raise. So again, go as heavy as you can with control. So there's no strain in your back at all. Making sure when that weight comes up, you're controlling through the back of the shoulder. You're not letting yourself fling back, so abdominal muscles are engaged. Or again, no weight at all. Let's get yourself ready, grab your weight. If you want, you can just do the step out. If you'd rather not add in that front raise, that's absolutely fine. Shoulders back and down, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So left leg out. Weight is in the left hand. Slowly control down. That's all the abdominal muscles engaging. And shoulder stability. Big breath out as you're coming up. Squeeze in the inner thighs. Heavy through the heels as you squat down. One more on this side. Good. Other side, starting in 5 seconds. Catch your breath. Ready, 2, 1, and go. So step out. Squeeze everything, pull everything in with control. Strong grip of that weight. Keep that shoulders back, looking diagonally down as you're going down so you're not dropping your head. 2 more. Good. Grab both your weights. We're going into the reverse lunge, deadlift, high knee combo. So heart rate should definitely be up, ladies. Shoulders back and down. This one, if you want to do without any weights, do that. hold on to something for balance, do that. It's absolutely fine. Just get the most out of what you can do today. So left leg we're standing on, right leg goes back. So reverse, tap, hinge at the hips, and then drive that knee up, squeezing the glute of that standing leg, and then back again. Reverse, tap, hinge, high knee. I'm gonna ground that left foot, grip the left toes into the floor, especially that big toe. That really helps the glute stability. One more on this side. Good, straighten to the other side. So left leg is stepping back, so first ground that right foot, grip your toes, and go. Reverse, tap, hinge, high knee. Shoulders back, strong posture. Don't worry if you're wobbling a little bit, but if you feel that's taking away from the control and focus of the muscles, that's when you hold on to something. And again, if we haven't had a good sleep, our balance is going to be off. When we're pregnant, our balance is off. Our center of gravity is changing every day. Last one here. Good. Ooh, put those weights down. Little rest. Then we're down to the ground for those press up hovers. So let's just do a little bit of walking or jogging on the spot for 40 seconds. And then we're going to come down to the ground. Grab water if you need, or have a rest right now if you need. Again, listen to your body. If you slept well, you're feeling good, push yourself. If you haven't slept well, you're not feeling great, but you just want to do it and you want to do something, lower your intensity. Don't use weights, just do something. You're going to feel so much better for that. And it trains that brain that this is what we do. It's who we are. We are people who work out. And we can just change the intensity for how we're feeling. We're not working towards a specific fat loss goal. It's about exercising to feel good. Right, onto the ground. So again, remember, pregnancy option, all fours, so reaching the hand up and then out, alternating sides. Keep the abdominal muscles really pulled in, hugging that little baby in there. Everyone else, full press ups, so shoulders back and down. Start with the legs straight, squeeze your glutes, shift your weight forward, put your knees down if you need to, elbows go down in an arrow shape, hold, hover, breathe out, push up. So going down, squeeze your glutes, hold, and push. Control, keep your weight forward. Do 2 more. 1 more. Good. Onto the knees, shoulders, because I haven't worked hard enough with the press ups. Give yourself a tiny rest here and grab your lighter weights. So, quite breathy, isn't it? So on the knees, squeeze your glutes. I go on my toes like that when I'm on my knees, because that lets me squeeze my glutes better than if I'm like that. I can't squeeze them as effectively. So I do that when I'm using this position as a stability position. So squeeze your glutes, shoulders back and down, arms bent to 90 degrees. Putting the front raises first. So remember this elbows with the lights, forward, and then down to the floor. So come start with me here. Slow and controlled. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged. Squeeze your glutes. Again, they start off feeling really easy and then they kick in. So don't let your glutes relax. They will have started to relax. Squeeze them tight. 2 more. Good. Relax the arms for a quick second. And then it's the side raises next. So again, shoulders back, arms bent to 90 degrees, and out to the side, and down. Squeeze your glutes. Breathing out with the work. Make sure your neck is relaxed. If you feel your neck in these ones, put the weights down or lower your weights. I find it helps if you think about, imagine you've got strings tied to the top of each elbow and they're being lifted up. I find that helps just get that right range of movement. One more. Good. Put those down. Let your arms rest for a moment. Then we're back down to the dumbbell booty kicks. So again, no weights for modified option. But again, see how you feel. You could do weights even if you're in the more modified level, you can try the weight. The main thing is about making sure the abdominal muscles are engaged. If you feel you've got full connection to all the abdominal muscles and you can keep everything tucked and protected, then you can add that weight resistance. If you don't feel you have that connection or you're a bit nervous about it, don't use the weight. It's not worth that. Right, so let's all start together. The weight behind the right knee. So behind the right knee, or no weight, like I just said. All fours. Lift that leg up, tuck the right glute under, and then I want you to lengthen your arms, shoulders back and down, foot is flexed, little lifts. Again, abdominal muscles are engaged. All about the booty here. Squeezing tight. We're not swinging. No momentum here. It's all strength and control. Lengthen your spine, lengthen your arms. 5 more. Last one. Good. Get rid of that weight. Onto our left side. Bottom leg is bent, so left leg is bent. Lifting up. Full version again, side leg raises, or you can just hold a side plank, or you could just do the leg raise. So you can take an element that you feel best with, or you can link them together. So start with me here, pushing through that heel. Squeeze your glutes, hips are forward. Shoulders are down. Keep going, let's go for 5 more. 1 more. Good. Other side. So grabbing your weight again. Put it behind the left knee. All fours. Shoulders back and down. Foot is flexed. Tuck that hip under. Lengthen your arms, lengthen your spine. And then you can start. And really squeeze the glutes. So see how it's all about the positioning. So if we let ourselves drop down and swing, it's really tough on the back. It's tough everywhere. I mean, not actually isolating the glutes. So getting the right position means that your core is always going to get stronger, as well as you're isolating the glute muscles of the booty. 5 more. Good. Have a rest. Put that weight down. Grab some water. Have a rest. So we've done 2 rounds through. I think I'm going to keep this a little bit of a shorter workout. So we're going to just do some stretches now. So in total, it's going to be about 30 minutes. So a bit of a quicker workout, but you should definitely feel out of breath and feel worked, because I think I do. I know I do. Right, let's do some stretches. So let's stretch the legs out a little bit. So one leg is straight, other leg is bent, foot is flexed. Turn your body towards that leg and just hinge the hips. So we're not rolling forward. We're sitting up tall, hinging at the hips. Shoulders back, chest open. Foot is flexed. Take some nice deep breaths. If you feel that you've got so much more energy and you can totally do another round, rewind, do another set. By all means. And then let us know how you do. So heels out, twist, hinge at the hips. Another option is if you want to do a bit more, but you think, oh, I don't think I can get a whole set through, what you can do is just do less reps of each one. So go like do 5 reps of each movement all in a row. So it's half the time, but you still get that extra bit in. If you feel you've got that in you to do, then do it. Feet together, grabbing onto the ankles, shoulders back and down, sit up really tall, and again, hinging at the hips. So you want to feel the hip flexors stretching, but still with control. Pushing those feet together. And sit cross-legged. Gonna reach the side, so whether the elbow's on the floor or the hand is on the floor, reach your other arm overhead, making sure that you're keeping that hip connected to the floor. So you're lengthening the body, you're not letting yourself rock over. So stretching the side of the body. Other side. This always feels really nice. And then a little twist. So in pregnancy, we don't want to do big rotations. So you just do a very minimal rotation, so your body's sort of angling towards your thigh. Everyone else, if you do a fuller rotation, using your hand on the knee to help rotate, hand behind your back, looking at those those hands. There's only one back there. Unless you've got a little one crawling around or walking around, jumping all over you, there might be more hands there. Other side. Good, let's do some big breath in. Big breath in, reaching up. Big breath out. Again, one more. Take a big breath out. And we're done. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you for joining me. See you soon.